Okay, so picture this, it's a Tuesday morning, just before 9 a.m., and suddenly, the sky over Lake Erie lights up. We're talking about a fireball, a space rock about 6 feet in diameter and weighing an estimated 6 metric tons that decided to make a rather dramatic entrance into our atmosphere. Personally, I think it's absolutely wild to imagine something that massive, that fast, we're talking 40,000 miles per hour, just blazing across the sky. It wasn't just a little flicker, this thing streaked for about 34 miles before it met its ultimate fate over Medina County. And when I say fate, I mean it absolutely exploded. NASA's analysis tells us this breakup released energy equivalent to about 250 tons of TNT. That's not just a boom, that's a pressure wave that rattled windows and made people across northeast Ohio jump. What makes this really interesting is how this event was picked up not just by people on the ground, but by weather radar and even a NOAA satellite. It's a stark reminder that even when we're looking for thunderstorms, the sky can surprise us with entirely different phenomena. Now, here's where it gets really intriguing for anyone who likes a treasure hunt. NASA's Astromaterials Research and Exploration Science Office has actually mapped out a potential strewn field. This is basically the predicted area where fragments of this space rock, the meteorites, might have landed. In my opinion, this is the coolest part, turning a spectacular celestial event into a real-world search zone. The model suggests a band stretching from northern Medina County down towards parts of Wayne County. What many people don't realize is that the size of the fragments dictates where they land. We're not talking about a single, giant meteorite here. NASA's model breaks it down. Smaller, pea-sized pieces were likely scattered further northeast by incredibly strong winds. We're talking over 150 miles per hour at about 4.5 miles up. These lighter bits would have been pushed around. Then you have the larger fragments, maybe up to about a kilogram, which would have fallen more directly southwest, closer to Rittman. And if any of the absolute biggest pieces survived, they'd be in a very small zone just south of Rittman. From my perspective, this distribution is fascinating. It's a direct consequence of atmospheric physics acting on extraterrestrial material. It's not just random, it's a predictable pattern based on mass, wind speed, and altitude. However, NASA is quick to point out that this is a simplified model. It doesn't guarantee that any large pieces actually made it to the ground intact. And even if they did, experts like Professor Ralph Harvey from Case Western Reserve are saying we should expect these to be tiny, pea-sized pieces, making them incredibly difficult to find. He even speculates that clues might be as subtle as small dents in cars or minor punctures in soft materials. So, while the idea of finding a piece of space rock is incredibly exciting, the reality is likely to be a lot more subtle. Meteorite hunters are gearing up to search this Medina County corridor, and it's going to be a real test of patience and observation. What this whole event really suggests to me is how dynamic our planet's interaction with space is, and how much we're still learning about even the most dramatic celestial events. It's a beautiful, if slightly chaotic, dance between the cosmos and Earth. What do you think is the most exciting part about this whole meteor event?